ash piled up outside of it. It looked a little like it was dug into the ground several feet. There was so much ash. I can't worry about everything at once, Ellen thought with determination. I just have to trust. Trust in myself and keep going. He had pondered the mist spirit the rest of his trip. Had it really told him not to attack Fatrix? Or was Ellen simply misinterpreting its gestures? What had it wanted him to learn by pointing at his vials of metals? Beside him, Ham was regarding the mass of new Kolos. To the side of the army, his other Kolos sat, still under his control. Though he had grown increasingly adept at keeping a hold on the creatures, it was still nice to be back close to them. It made him feel more comfortable. Ham whistled quietly. 28,000? He asked. Or at least that's what the scouts say. Ellen nodded. I hadn't realized how large the group was, Ham said. With that many. 37,000 total, Ellen thought. More than enough to storm Fatrix. He began to walk down the incline toward the camp. Though he hadn't needed much pewter to help him through the hike, he was still tired. Any news of Vin? He asked hopefully, though he knew that if she'd managed to escape, she would have already found him. We sent a messenger into the city while you were gone, Ham said as they began to walk. Yeoman said a soldier could come and confirm that Vin was still alive, and so we complied in your name, thinking it best if Yeoman thought you were here. You did well, Ellen said. It's been a while since then, Ham said. We haven't heard anything of her since. She's still alive, Ellen said. Ham nodded. I believe so too. Ellen smiled. It's not just faith, Ham, he said, nodding toward the Kolos that had remained behind. Before she was captured, I gave some of those to her. If she'd died, then they would have gone out of control. As long as she lives, whether or not she has metals, she will remain bonded to them. Ham paused. That would have been something good to tell us earlier, El. I know, Ellen said. It's too easy to forget how many I'm controlling. I didn't even think that not all of those are mine. Post scouts, keep an eye on them. I'll take them back if they go wild. Ham nodded. Could you contact her through them? Ellen shook his head. How did he explain? Controlling the Kolos wasn't a subtle thing. Their minds were too dull for much beyond simple commands. He could order them to attack, or to freeze, or to follow and carry things. It's about giving someone else power over you. Power to hurt you. That's why he'd given up his metal mines. That's why he had decided to sort through the religions one at a time, trying to find one that had no faults. Nothing to fail him. It just made sense. Better to not believe, rather than be proven wrong. Caesar looked down. Why did he think to talk to the heavens? There was nothing there. There never had been. Outside in the hallway, he could hear voices. My dear doggy, Breeze said, surely you'll stay for another day? No, said Tensoon the Khandra, speaking in his growling voice. I must find Vin as soon as possible. Even the Khandra, Caesar thought. Even an inhuman creature has more faith than I. And yet how could they understand? Caesar closed his eyes tight.